Okay, so to make kombucha, you're gonna need a glass jar. Plastic, metal, the SCOBY, which is going to be what helps to ferment the tea, can't touch the metal or the plastic for some reason. I'm not exactly sure, but glass is what you're supposed to use, and I bought this at Walmart. There were 6 of them. It's a half-gallon jar. I think for 6 half-gallon jars it was like $11 or something like that, so that's 3 gallons. So that's a pretty good price. So you're going to need a glass jar. You're going to need some water because the SCOBY is sensitive to what you put it in. It's a living organism, so you gotta be careful what kind of thing it goes in. So just to be on the safe side, because I have well water and it's hard water and that's not gonna work for me. So I buy water 88 cents at Walmart as well. So we've got water, and then you're gonna need some plain, unflavored, I use black tea, you can use green tea. There are certain kind of teas that you're not supposed to use, like Earl Grey, things like that. So I have just plain black tea. I got it at Walmart again. So this is, I mean, there's other things that you can use, but this is what I use, so plain black tea. And then I have some Trader Joe's organic sugar. You're not supposed to use honey, syrups, any kind of unnatural sweeteners. You're just supposed to use plain sugar. Organic's best because it doesn't have as many contaminating particles and stuff in it. So organic sugar, plain sugar, and of course you're going to need the SCOBY. Mine has been used several times now, so it's getting pretty thick. This is about a little, like 3/4 of an inch thick, and so I've had him for a little while. And then what you'll see is as you brew these, you're going to at first see a little bit of a mist coming on top, and that's actually a baby forming. So every batch or so, the SCOBYs have babies, and right now my baby is still attached because it's still pretty small. So you'll see that coming as well, so that's kind of fun. And so you'll need that, pretty important, that's what helps to ferment it. And then the finished product is this. It's the kombucha, the fermented tea. It is fermented, but it has less alcohol in it than NyQuil, so it's not like a natural. Now, the first thing I did was boil some water, and this wasn't the water from my gallon jar. This is just plain tap water, and I boiled that because you want to make sure that your glass jar is clean and so what you want to do is just pour that boiling water into your jar so that it cleans it out. There we go. Wow, that was almost a perfect amount. Next, you want to measure out 3 quarts of your bottled water. My camera battery died on me, so what you're going to do after your water boils, you're going to put in your tea bags, you're going to let them in there for 10 seconds while the water is boiling, turn it off, let the tea bags in there for 10 minutes, take them out, stir in your 1 cup of organic sugar until it dissolves, and then you're going to let the tea sit until it is cold because you can't put the SCOBY in hot water. So there is my tea. It's not cold yet, so we're waiting for that to happen. Now that the tea is cold to warm temperature, you're going to take 1 cup of a previous batch of kombucha, or you can use vinegar for your starter if you don't have a previous batch yet. And you're going to pour, it's a cup per gallon, so I have 2 half gallons here, so I'm going to pour half a cup in this one. There we go, and half a cup in this 2 jars are ready to go, and then I just need to stick my kombucha, or my SCOBY, sorry, inside. If I can get it out. Well, I took off the baby. So, baby and then. And then you're just gonna stick it inside. And you're gonna take your coffee filter, put it over the top, grab your rubber band, stick that over top, and then you're ready to go. You want to keep it in a dark, warm place. You don't want to stick it inside a cupboard because then it can't breathe, but it should be dark and it should be warm. So that's the best place to put it. Also, whenever you're filling up your jar, you want to make sure that there's still room at the top. You don't want to fill it all the way up. So leave at least, I think, an inch or so from the top. So that should be good. That is how you make kombucha.
Biddle, biddle, biddle.
That's going out. Alright,
I'm just gonna
Your face is so cute. You're such a cutie poop. Pie. I mean pie. Not poop.
okay.